Hello, hello, hello. See how this sounds. Every time Streamlabs has an update, it tends to mess with all my audio devices. Okay, that sounds good. Um, so I had to go through and make sure that all of them were actually connected now, including the game, which sucks. But I remember there's this one stream where I actually didn't have the game's audio the entire time. But it's been a week. I'm almost done with the almost done with like all of my real life stuff that I had to do. So thank God I can actually get back to it. I'm kind of in like a chill period right now. So it's nice. It's nice. But we're going to be going back to Jurassic Park Europe. I think I think we're probably going to finish this stream. Um I'm getting this error on my stream for some reason. I don't know what this is. Um That's something I can't deal with right now. Okay, cool. All right, so let's just get straight into the game. Hi, everyone. Hi, Fossil Hunter. Fossil Hunter. Hunter. I think I've been calling you. I don't know. Sorry, it's been a while. It's felt like it's been a while. I'm kind of awkward right now. But the last stream what we ended up doing was we started to work on this bottom part of our park, right? So we have this whole entire laggy part up here, right? We have our balloons. Our balloons are the balloons actually working? The ones going up are working. These ones are broken, I believe. Um, well, who cares? Um, I'm just using them as visual aspects, I guess. I'm busy with work. That's that's good. No, I haven't honestly been active lately on YouTube, so I need to start doing that before the next game comes out. I have to do my plans for uh, the ending of this game, so I start writing again on something. Um, But a little overview of our park so far. We have a couple of enclosures up here, right? I'm not going to go into a detailed one like I did the last time because that honestly took me like 15 minutes to actually go through. But we have our landing area. We have like our little visitor center with a couple of enclosures around it. We have our first herbivore enclosure up right here. And then we have our baryonyx and our metrocanthosaurus right here in separate enclosures. All of them are trying to go for like a different type of style, not have the same thing. Then we have our operations area that still needs to be technically completed. I just put buildings down here just to have buildings down and I never went back to them. Um then we have a little amenity area as well here because I kind of forgot that we had have amenities, but it worked out in the end because there's pathways that just lead everywhere. Another thing that I've been trying to do is like terrain differences. Where like it actually goes down a decent amount. You can see like right here we have like a little hill, and then this area right here is lower than this area up here by just a little bit. But I noticed that most of my other builds are all like flat on the ground. So we have our amenity area here with our hotel for to overlook into our bigger herbivore enclosure where our vehicles go through. But to get onto the tour, we have a little walker right here with little binoculars that you can like actually look and see the dinosaurs on both sides. And then we have our Pro Ceratosaurus over here. And then we have our tour. Our tour goes through this big herbivore enclosure where we have a bridge that they can cross over, and then we have our waterfall here. Then we have our, I believe this is our Proton, yeah, right? Again, we're messing with like height differences here, right? It goes higher to lower to sloping down, all that stuff. I actually really like this enclosure because it kind of feels, I don't know, I feel like I don't do stuff like this. Like, I don't know, I don't do, I don't decorate with the fences like this enough. So I feel like I need to start doing that more. Then we have this enclosure over here, which is our, what is this? Echosaurus. Um, kind of a walled off area, you know, give our guests a little view. We have a little safari uh station here that they can get out, go and actually look at our dinosaurs here. Really cool. Then we have our, I forgot what this one is. This is the Carlophosaurus, yeah. Okay. And then we have our vehicles just going through this one. They can get out. This is what I was saying. I don't want to add too many stops on this. Um, so my thought process on this part was they can just get out if they want to get out of their vehicle. Take a break here, chill with our dinosaur. We have bathrooms back over here. And then if they see a vehicle with, that's just open or whatever, because people will be getting out of this and getting off over here. Um, if they see an open vehicle, they can just go on it and continue on with their day. Then we have our other herbivore enclosure over here that kind of goes all over the place. We have like a little valley right here, and then it just loops back around. We have another stop here with our hotel, a little rest area, and our safari tower. But that's just our last little part of our tour. And then down here we have our newer area that we're working on, which is going to be focused more so on the water. The marine reptiles, right? We have our ride going through. We have our little little what do you call these? I I forgot what they're called. I play Planet Coaster. They're called something. Um but I made it that it looks like they're actually like going up and down like an actual track here. Um but oh, and then I did the Spinosaurus enclosure because that's something I wanted to do. I made like 4 or 5 Spinos because I didn't know what skin I wanted. Because I know I wanted the default, but for some reason the default wasn't the default. I think I might have changed that early on by accident, but I was messing with them and I got the ones that I wanted. Um but yeah, that's pretty much our little tour. Now for our stream today, what we're going to be doing is the aviary and the lagoons. Now, I took some time to actually think about the lagoons and what I wanted to do for them. So a lot of this isn't going to be how I said it was going to be, where you're gonna look to both sides and you're gonna see both different lagoons like in certain parts of this area. I took some land and I increased it a little bit over the lagoon. So it just goes into it so you can have this like natural like shore. Some of them still have to be kind of edited a little bit because they are a little bit rough, especially because of how deep they're going, right? Um, so we kind of have to mess with that. And some of the stuff doesn't actually go out all the way. I've been just trying to smooth it out so it doesn't look like it's too much of a gap. But I have a feeling it's going to be like that. Um, I also realized that we don't have a hatchery for this. So I'm gonna try something so jank to get our marine reptiles in here. But we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Um, hopefully it's not gonna crash. Okay. So right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cover this entire area with dirt. and create a new plan of how I want this to be. We're kind of uh starting kind of fresh with this. Down area, there it is. My whole plan for this was to have our vehicles look off the side and see just something swimming. So that was going to be the case with that. Now I have a list of dinosaurs that we actually were going to use. I need to go into my build suggestions on the Discord. If you guys aren't a part of the Discord, you guys should join the Discord. I think we have like 60 something members. Put it here and I'll pin it. I kind of forgot to do that in the message. Thank you. But there you can actually post build suggestions, post your builds, and yeah, I actually can't find my own channel here. There it is. I have to do some organization on these build suggestions though, because some of them are completed and I need to remove the ones I completed. This Jurassic Park here up. All right, so the dinosaurs that we need today are going to be our God. There's like 5 lists over here because we've been editing them over time. Okay. Mm, that's why we needed 3 separate enclosures. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Now we're gonna modify this water area. I believe these guys can go without water. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna rework the river. Look at them all just trying to figure out how to what they're gonna do. Okay. So we're gonna have the river go through here, obviously. We're gonna have to add rocks to the sides of this because it just looks weird that it's just going through the ground, but that's okay. Um, Now I have this area right here just in case I mess up because that's the depth of these lagoons, just in case I need to redo them because I can't do them actually over here. Uh, so this. How close can I get this to the side of the lagoon? Because I kind of want to do that. And I kind of want to go around here. Yeah, the original way we were going to do this was going to be interesting because it would have felt like a concrete paradise of some sort because of how much barriers we had and like I was going to make canals. I'm happy I'm not doing that and I'm actually thinking about how this is going to look. Might do this and increase this area right here. Make it look like the river actually goes off and it can do something on its own. Maybe right here as well. Wish I could make the river a little bit smaller with like a different tool and not just like going back over it and just re moving parts of it. I don't think this is going to be big enough for our raft. Hold on. Okay, that seems about good. What dinosaurs did I have? I kind of went through that already. I'll go through it quickly here. I have some Spinos. I have some Cories. Uh, a Margosaurus. I can just go into this top view. Oh god, that lagged. A Margosaurus, Microceratus, Minmies, some Proceratosaurus, Metrocanthosaurus, Baryonyx, some Compies, Iguanodon, some more Cories because Imoga loves Cories. Homalocephaly. Yeah, we have a couple of these. These are all suggested on my Discord here. I can get the actual list here. I can actually paste the list here. If it would actually let me paste the list. That's crazy. There we go. That's the final list of what we have to add. We have to add the flying ones and the marine ones, and we're pretty much set. We have all the land-based ones up here. But oh, they're all up here. Yeah, okay, this is looking good so far. I don't know if I want to. Hold on. Do I want to make the coast of it sandy or do I want to make it rocky? I kind of want to make it rocky. Let's see what kind of rocks we have actually, because we have decent rocks to actually do this. Because on my rebirth build, I was trying to do the rocky kind of sides of the river, and it just wasn't really working out because um it felt a little bit too light, like the rocks were too light because I wanted the tropical ones, but I was on the UK map. So it wasn't really messing with it well. I'm gonna add some sand on top of this, a little bit of sand on top of this, and then bring the tree line up to the rock textures. If we don't get to the aviary today, we'll be doing that tomorrow because I kind of messed up the Minecraft world and I had to reset some of the chunks in our icky enclosure um because that whole issue we were having last week where the chunks weren't loading. I tried to fix it, but I kind of messed up in the process. Um, so that's gonna take like almost a week to fix. Because yeah, I'm stupid. But if we don't do the aviary today, we'll do it tomorrow. Our plan is to finish this build this week. And okay, cool. So now what we can do is we can take some more of our rocks and place them in here on the sides of the lagoon itself. We might have to take a paint tool and go through all of this again because I believe if I go into the water, if I'm stuck, if I go into the water, if I go into the if camera view, oh god, if I go into the water, there you go. We're gonna have all this. Oh man, this is rock. Hold on. Hopefully this floor counts as a floor. Okay, yeah, it does count as a floor. Okay, cool. That's okay. As long as there's no like grass in it, we're fine. So we're just gonna take this and go around all of our enclosures. On this side, though, I'm gonna do something different. At least up until right here. I'm gonna make it look like the terrain is actually going into the closure and sloping down at a better like rate than this. And then I'll add my sand on this side right here. Like actual sand. I will probably do the same here, but this enclosure right here is kind of smaller. It could be all this area too, but I didn't want it to be so close to the river. I'll also fix the I'll fix the boats right now in a second too. Yeah, I'm gonna bring that side in. Okay. Cool. So we could have this right here be sand. And it will go into the river. Let's bring this right here up. We're gonna not have it be sand right here. Let's do dirt. Let's do dirt. Yeah. Bring this one back. Yeah. So we're gonna do sand there. We're gonna do sand here. And we're gonna bring this in a little bit more. We'll fix the boat track. I think we have the boat track fixed actually. Or not fixed. I think we can fix it later. Do we want to use any type of fence on this side? How large are these short fences that kind of lean? Because you obviously don't want your boats being attacked by one of these creatures jumping out of the actual water. If you think about it, just none of these are like actually good fences to use on this part. I'd rather use the log ones, but the log ones, let's be honest, they're not going to be defending anything, even the low ones. But the only ones I'd use are the low ones or like medium-sized ones because you don't want to limit the view. And this will be purely for decoration as it is anyways. So like the areas where we're going to actually be seeing the dinosaurs, right? Or the marine reptiles, they're going to be a little bit like walled off. I feel like that's a little bit too high. I feel like it kind of, yeah, I feel like it kind of removes us from the whole environment by adding this. Okay. Well, we just have to add a warning now, you know. Going on this ride might get you killed. That's fine. Let's add some palms here. Okay, we're gonna bring that up. I loaded up my my BIOS and I'm like, wait a second, this isn't what we're doing today. I already finished this. Okay. Now let's add a little bit of sand on our edges over here. I'm gonna bring the intensity way down. Do this. Where's Amoga at? I need to remember to add rocks and stuff to here. We can actually make some arches if we need to. I am also working on the rebirth actual like whole video. I'm going to be editing it in a different way. On this we're gonna actually make it all sand. I'm going to be editing it in a different way. Um, I don't want it to be like 5 hours long. I might have the 5 hour long one, and then I might have the other one, but I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'll make the 5 hour long one. I don't know. I have to think about it. I'm trying to get that out this week. Free up like what, like 130 gigabytes of storage space on my computer. I still have all of those recordings, and they are like honestly like 20 gigabytes each. I can't wait to actually get this map, the Jurassic Park Europe island, with all of the environment that we're gonna have and all that stuff. You know, I feel like that's gonna be fun. Hi Nate Plays, thanks for subscribing. Hope you're having a good day. Here, let's bring some of our darker dirt to bring some depth into this, to make it look like it's actually deeper than it is. Because it doesn't make sense that there's just grass underneath this. Okay. We have to fix the boats. So do that real quick. I'm gonna have to fix that. Let me just bring this all the way through. At least let's make the dirt go all the way through and have it make it like have it seem like, oh, this is the reason why our boats are going on this track rather than this one on the left. It's because it's actually deeper, and you know, it makes sense. I don't think I had to really explain something to make sense, right? I think I'm fine with that. Okay, nice. I think I might want to add a tree in here. I have learned not to use the scenery little tree scenery menu until later on because it breaks the game and it won't let me save unless I close out of the game and then save it off of my autosave. So yeah, okay, I'm gonna put that all the way up because I don't need it anymore. I'm good. I don't think I'm gonna mess with any of this stuff. We have to fix this. Okay. Now we want this to be a coast. Or hold on. I could either make it feel like a river that's inland or a river that's not. I guess a river outland. Like, we're gonna have the trees go over the edge of the river. So all of that texturing on the right side isn't even going to matter because we're gonna make it go all dirt anyways. Cool. Let's bring our paint tool and then let's just make this all dirt. Okay. And then we want to go in a little bit more. Oh, that's not the right one. Here we go. You're not even gonna place it. Is it because the track's there? It is. Okay, let's remove this track real quick. Okay. I have a ground cover. Here. We're just gonna remove all of that too. What the hell? Here, we're gonna just fill in the river with this in certain parts, like up here at least, right? Down here we're gonna make it more of like a rapids area, so we're not gonna add some of our ground leaves or ground cover. Right here we can add it. Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Hi, Moga. Okay, let's bring that there. This go here. All along this coast, let's bring this out. Let's bring this out a lot more. We're gonna want more of a slope here. Okay. There we go, that's better. All right. Then we want to take our palm trees, take them all the way more on this. Kind of have it border the river, or not the river, the lagoon. Okay. Cool. Too bad we can't edit this area right here because that's a nightmare. Let's see if we can add some tree cover here. Here, we can bring this right here. This go out more. This lagoon is probably going to be for our smaller species then, or I think I know what this one is going to be for then. Okay. Right. Oh, we have to bring it all the way out. Okay. This guy's gonna. This lagoon is probably gonna be for a donkey. Okay, that works. Have this go here. Okay, it's good. And right here we can have this, and then we're gonna put some of our bigger trees on the inside. Most of the time I'm usually careful about not having any tree or vegetation go into the river. But in this case, I think I'm okay with it because this is supposed to be kind of an adventure, like a nature adventure, right? So I feel like I feel like we kind of want to have it more naturey than concrete, and like, oh my god, look, there's a Quincy, or there's gonna be a dinosaur or something, I kind of want to make it look like, oh, you are going through a river, and then you randomly look to your right, and it's like, oh my god, wait, there's something here, like what? So environment. That's what I'm saying. Environment. Yeah. I will have to be right back in a second. I have to go and grab something. We'll add more trees in a second. Okay, Amoga. You know what? That's crazy. You messaged me like at 1 a.m. telling me to. You messaged me at 1 a.m. telling me to. Wait. Was that on the Discord that you said that? That's crazy. Yes, at 1 a.m. you told me to get. Crazy. You know what? You know what? You know what, Amoga? You're being very mean to me. You're being very, very mean to me. I'm just saying that. You're being very mean to me. I don't like it. We'll fix the edges of the. We have to do it now. We have to do it now. Never mind. We have to do it now. Because I notice it's kind of being a little, but crazy. Yeah, we're gonna add some big trees here in between these. Bring this green up just a little bit here. Why is that the okay? I knew we weren't gonna have that much space here, by the way, to like really make land. So this is kind of how I was expecting this whole area to go. Looking good, okay. What am I gonna mean to me? I will say I am actually kind of very tired. Kind of very tired. We love that. Oh god. Bring this up to here. Won't that be the beach? It gives us more permission to remove some of our vegetation on this side. Actually, do that. Okay. Okay. Someone's not happy at all. Okay, cool. Open up the menu that's gonna break my game. Now, I have to find the tree. There you are. That is not the right one. Okay. Where else did I say I was gonna put some trees? I think I said right here, right? Do some more smaller ones here. And put them behind the hill so we can like use that on the ride and make it like look like the trees are not entirely right there. That is called perception. Yeah. Do we have any other trees on this? Here we go. We did want to have to make some oak trees. What about the balloon tour? Yeah, I saw that. It's nice for getting more attractions. Very nice. Mm, these trees are too big to put here. All right. Damn, that actually looks nice. Yeah. Good thing the balloon tour actually is going to work, by the way, in Evolution 3. Unlike whatever I have set up here for this mod. because this one doesn't seem to work right here. Um, it doesn't want to do anything over here. I don't know why. Like, it's not. Is it stuck somewhere? Hold on. It might actually be stuck somewhere. I can actually write it because when we loaded the game, it went all the way over here. Huh. I actually don't know. This one works. Okay. All right. This won't work. Um, Go here. Do my attraction. Click on tour track. I believe it's this one, right? Yeah. I know this is going to get rid of some of our vegetation. It's perfectly fine. And cool. Let's see how this. Whoa. What the hell? Um. Hmm. That doesn't make sense. What the hell's going on here? They're all on a timer because. Huh. Weird. Okay, let's see how the boats go. Let me put this on 3 times speed. That. I don't know what the hell's up with that. Yeah. I just want to say though, on the record, why I don't actually like follow any of the Evolution 3 update stuff or any of the movie update stuff or show update stuff. I'm not here to, you know, do announcements, I guess. I'm here to just play this game. I can easily, do all like give my like thoughts on it, but it's going to give me a platform to actually complain about things. And Imoga knows this. I complain a lot about stuff just to complain about stuff. So my thoughts are not going to be entirely accurate because I can complain about something, but I can entirely still love it. Like, like for example, that new dinosaur movie that came out like this week, right? It looks like shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know it's low budget, that's why, but I know when I watch it, I'm gonna absolutely love it because it's like the dinosaur action that we want, you know. So I'm going into that movie when I'm gonna watch it, like having fun with it, you know. And I was talking to my friend about this zombie, the guy who I play the Minecraft with, the Minecraft server with, for our streams usually on Sundays. Um, he's the type of person to actually complain about everything, like how bad something is and all that stuff. And I can joke about things, but I can actually like it. Hold on, like when we were watching, we watched that new Dora movie that came out just for like shits and giggles, and we actually had a fun time watching it, and it was just so stupid. It was just the stupidest. Like it was terrible, but it was better than some of the previous live action Dora movies. And you know, Zombie and I would just watch all these like movies just randomly. I just because I want to torture him and force him to watch something he probably won't like. But or we make a joke about it. But I can complain, but still absolutely love some things. That's why I'm not doing like updates or reviews or anything because I don't really want to piss off a bunch of people because a bunch of people can easily be pissed off like normally. Like one word can piss off like an entire group of people's like that love like a franchise or you know a game or something. You know, it's just like I don't want to be involved with that. I really don't care. Like you guys, like I can say something that'll give me so much hate. I'm like, okay, and like that's how I would be, and that's a very toxic trait because I know I'm supposed to care about like you know certain things. And I'm like, I don't really care. So that's on the record for the people watching the stream now. Um, but yeah. Oh, am I gonna have to actually put? That sucks. And I also blame Amoga for that. No reason, just blame Amoga for everything. That's gonna be my slogan for the channel. Let's bring this out. Mm, it's okay. Now let's see how putting feeders in here actually will work. Okay. So I'm gonna have to actually put them manually in here. Um, is this the output? I think this is the output, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Um, okay, so put one right here. We can put one right here. Another right here. Another right here. We'll put these down in a second. Okay. Okay. Take this and do I want to put it right here? I don't want to hide this with the tree though. That's my issue. Um, think about it. They're gonna be here, right? They'll be able to see this, so I kind of want to hide it like over here somewhere. This one, they'll be looking from this way. Um, okay. Now let's take these ones. Honestly, this doesn't really matter how deep it goes. They're just gonna still be brought down. Is that it? Because I think that our level of our fish, aka our flying fish here, I think that matters on where they exit out of the the lagoon feeding place. So I think we're going to want to move them down. Right, I'm stuck here now. Okay, great. Great. Move, please. Okay, nice. So all of our fish are still flying. I think I'm gonna have to reload in order to fix that. This, on the other hand, I think this might be okay. I kind of want to hide it a little bit more. Hopefully this doesn't mess with any animation of this one too. There we go. Okay. Put this one closer over here. Nice. Cool. All right, let's take some trees now. There you go. All right, cool. Let's see how this lagoon hatchery thing is going to work, because I have no specific place to actually place this. Okay, let's use this one. Okay. We're gonna move this. Honestly, let's just move this in the middle of the lagoon. Okay. We're gonna fix this. Okay. Bring you back. Okay, bring you down a bit more. What's our water level at right here? Okay. See. Okay. Rotate this building. Not in that way. Oh god, I'm gonna have to replace this. Okay. Okay. Did I not fix the height? Oh, I didn't fix the height because I had to reset it. All right. Okay. Now we're going to want to make this deeper over here. This side out a little bit more. I want to see a lot of the baby dinosaurs too. Is that because it's too low? It is. Nice. I think I'm going to be doing something a little bit here. Hold on. It's my birthday today, so I wasn't planning on being on for this or for that long anyways. Tomorrow's stream is gonna be more so the aviary. I kind of just wanted to get this done so we can actually have something to work with for tomorrow. Um, that'll do for now. We still have to attach this backside of this building here. Um, that's going to be a yikes. Um, I think I do something jank over here and just put this here, right? Make it seem like it's a part of the building, right? it makes the land for me, so that's completely fine. Go into this menu. I know helicopters aren't supposed to have trees around them. Where are the... Okay. But we're just gonna completely ignore all of that. Oh, you actually fly. Okay, well, okay. That's gonna be interesting to have to explain. And this is technically outside the map, no? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, now let's take some ground cover. Ground cover, ground cover, ground cover. There you are. I love seeing our flying fish over here. Okay. And then let's combine the two entrances so this actually works. All right. And then let's place down our modules. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. For my birthday. We just made it to 6K, which is nice. Hold on. My birthday's today. Saturday. 23rd. How many do you guys want in here? Do that. Here. Let's do you, you, and you. Maybe you and you. Thank you, Mocha. Get that going. Begin task. Let's get you. How many do you guys want? Minimum population 1. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't break. Okay, cool. Oh. Right. That's a thing. I forgot about that. If it doesn't detect that it's in a... Hmm. Hmm. I forgot that they do that. That's fine. It's fine. They can go on the ground. They're shy. We'll treat it as caves. Why are the tours disabled? Right. Right. So what I think we're gonna do... Okay. Okay. So I do have to go soon. Let's get these guys out real quick. If I release via airlift, I can put them in any of these enclosures. Okay, nice. Oh. Tours are disabled. Who the hell destroyed that? Oh, I don't think anyone destroyed that. I think honestly, it just fell off the track. Okay. Yeah, they're all messed up. I'm eating breakfast. Or trying to eat breakfast. I love these like big turtles. We should add in our platform. Where are they? These look so out of place. Here, we're gonna remove this one right here. These look so out of place that like the texturing is so ugh. Yeah. God damn. That sounds good. I don't even like mushrooms or tomatoes. Hmm. I've been less picky on tomatoes actually. Oh, I absolutely love this area. Okay, and then I think we need to add some just random species to the mix here. If they die, they die. It's fine. One thing about it, look, beyond the thing here, seeing the flying fish, you can see the guy on the actual rock. Actually nice. I will say, since they're adding crates, right, for the dinosaurs, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be not nice. It's gonna be sad because I'm gonna miss them flinging around all over the place. Oh, where are you stuck? I didn't even know this one was here. What? It was like a Patrick thing. I love seeing them go up on this. Look at it. So cute. Okay. Oh, wait. What? That's not what you are. Oh god, it broke. Oh, it's the trees, isn't it? I'm assuming I'm blaming everything on the trees because I'm assuming it's the trees. Because hold on. Is it going to actually tell me the menu? No, it's not. I don't know. Oh no, we'll see if we can actually save this the first time around. Is this I don't know. One of the mods messes with it, and I think it's the mod with all the scenery, like these items. Oh, we done our tour. That actually looks very cool. Tomorrow though we will be working in the aviary. I have to go and get ready for something. Um, yeah, we'll do the aviary and then we'll do the amenity section right here. But I know short stream, but we're getting into it. Nice. And then we would have finished all three of our series for this last 2 months. So that's nice. That's cool. That's good. It's good. We're actually getting some work done. I'm known for not getting any series done at all, so it's good. But yeah. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this, please leave a like, please subscribe. If you guys want to join the Discord, the link is up top and it's pinned to the chat. It's also in the description below. Emoga sucks. And I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully with more energy. Tomorrow's stream is not going to be at 9 a.m. It will be at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. Usual time for my streams. But yeah, I will see you guys then.